Hey, it's Lila here. I'm going to be doing a spotlight on this game, which is the Garden of Seif, and this is in support of Fox Drift Studios and the creator, Donut Duchess. I'll be doing an initial playthrough of the game and doing a speed run to showcase strong main character. I'll also be focusing on some other aspects like showcasing the love interests and also showcasing the Kickstarter page. If you want to experience this game for yourself, you're probably best to go in yourself and experience the game. I will be showcasing a lot of the demo, so you may not appreciate the spoiler alerts on the demo. So without further ado, I'm going to make a start where this is from itch.io, and you can search for the Garden of Seif, Seif, and I'm going to go ahead and launch the game just now. So here we go. Okay, wow, so first impressions. Loading the game has already blown my mind. It's incredibly professional. You can see how this is going to be a commercial game because it is just, it's beautiful. See when I hover over the options here and the sound effects that come on the mouse hover, it reminds me of Path of Exile. Very cool. Yes, extremely professional. So the settings, I'm pretty good with the sound just now, so we're going to go ahead and make a start. Like I mentioned, this is the speed run and initial playthrough. So we will introduce the story and the main character. Life is full of surprises. I love this pan from the bottom to the top of the MC. 1 second you're side by side with your best friend, your partner in crime, the honey to your tea, the stars in your sky, and then just like that, the love of your life is dead. You're sharpening your blade on a quest to kill any bastard even remotely involved in the raid that killed him. I've heard that some call me the one-eyed assassin, but I prefer Temptress. And I like how that kind of zoomed out, so you can kind of see her here. I think it's kind of got sand dunes here in the background. And the whole cinematography and that programming is just lovely. It's more dignified, holds a level of anonymity that I welcome. Sure, this whole killing people for revenge thing may not exactly be normal. Maybe the typical response mourning a loved one would be a couple of months in tears, pound after pound of a special almond rose petal cake, maybe a month or two of sitting in bed, curled up in the dark, agonizing over what was, what could have been. Yeah, that would have been the normal route to take. But listen here, life, I'm full of surprises too. Chapter 1, The Hunt. And even this graphical user interface is just lovely. Okay, so the background art's beautiful. The night is fresh, the hunt's only just begun. So, like I say, I'm doing a bit of a speed run here. She's obviously hunting down people who killed her beloved. She's looking for someone in particular. So I just wanted to showcase this kind of meeting. So this kind of left to right pan where the background faded out and he kind of faded in. Wow, very cool. No Imperial badge. Zooms out to see more of him. You can kind of see a lazy arm draped over the chair. Seif, why don't you try flowers next time? Flowers, you see. Oh yes, the way to unlocking a woman's heart. Flowers it is then. Desert rose. Start with it. So I do like how you can see the main character in the bottom left here, and this is obviously a very nice computer graphic to meet Seif, one of the love interests. So that was a quick speed run on the introduction to the story and the main character. What I did want to do is showcase some of the cinematics. So I'm going to go ahead and load this one here. Okay, so it's kind of fast forwarded in time, the story a little bit. So I think they're about to, oh yes. So if I go back a step, you can see how you're about to see a new computer graphic. It starts from the bottom, goes up to the top. So we get to see that once more. Nice. And if I press H, you can kind of see just how awesome we are as the main character. Her character design is lovely. You can see she's kind of got her daggers here. Kind of reminds me a little bit of like Wonder Woman-esque. Yeah, kind of that kind of style. Awesome jewelry. I like the kind of gold and red theme. Yeah, she's awesome. We are awesome as the main character. So let's get H back. And I love this kind of whoosh. You know, it's like Assassin theme, right? So there's going to be fighting elements in this game. Then, like a snake, I open my eyes and strike. Whoosh. Both my daggers meet their pressure points. Seif claps theatrically. Nice sound effect. Really think I wouldn't put up a fight. Expect this week. It's coming closer. For you. Got a face. Is that so? Not on this evil. Ha! Like I would believe this is true. You could remain swordless. I love how that vibrated just. Leaps over. That is a nice CG, and see how it just panned out there? It's so cool. This game is so awesome. It's fast, really fast. 3 days. It's a hit! And I love how that's like red blood. It's a hit. Ouch. So, that's definitely something I wanted to showcase there with how awesome the programming is, cinematography, sound effects, the computer graphics that you see, the panning in and out, zooming kind of left to right. Very, very cool. So that's one aspect I wanted to showcase. The next thing I wanted to showcase was the character sprites of the main character. So I'm going to go ahead and load that just now. This is the main character talking with her friend. So Mara this week is interested in baking, so she's revealed a dozen muffins. Mara and her mother make them whenever they can afford the vegetables. They run the best bakery district. I've finally tweaked this recipe to perfection. What do you guys think? Duran's like, so good. Nom nom, so good. Stuff all the pastries here. So the MC's got this nice kind of smile on her face. They're so buttery and sweet. You'd never guess there's a zucchini inside. Remember when you gagged my first batch a couple of months ago? Look at you now. He responds with a cheeky grin. Alright, now for the preparations. I'm enlisting the 2 of you as my little helpers. I freeze mid-bite. Look at her face. It just cracks me up. She's like, seriously? So Iris, wait, is this some kind of bribery? Well, if you put it like that, you're not recruiting us as your little helpers. Come on, can't do it all by myself. Mara, I can't bake. Or cook. Or do anything that requires effort. So I just wanted to showcase that as the MC, just because her sprites are just brilliant. So I'm actually going to go back. So she started off smiling, and then she's getting recruited. And she's like, wait, what? I can't bake or cook. or do anything that requires it. So I love this game. Honestly, the sprites of the main character are just brilliant. So wanted to showcase on the main character's sprites. The next thing I wanted to showcase was one of the love interests. So I'm going to go to my next one, which is here. So in the story, a bit further along, she has spotted Seif, one of the love interests, and she knows this town like the back of her hand, so she's kind of waiting for him. Well, she thinks she's waiting for him. Bzz. Time stretches on. She feels the beads of sweat trickle down my face. A fly buzzes incessantly by my ear. What? Did I lose him somehow? Bzz. I swat the fly away. A firm hand slaps onto my wrist, gripping me firmly. Hello, darling. Is there a good cause for you trailing? I hope it's because you like to make a deal with me. Here he appears, and let's check out his whole character design. So, I'm loving this kind of redhead, black, maroon, gold, brown, and even his tattoo, see, on his left arm. Beautiful, beautiful costume design. How the hell did you... He somehow managed to sneak up. I flew, he says, smile. He shrugs. She's like, why did you say? There were other assassins that night to claim you. I put on a front so they'd back off. You're welcome. She's like, it's the same face where she was getting recruited to help with the baking. Thanks for bonking me on the head. Space. She's brilliant. Why are you following me? She thinks back to the note. You said I've been marked. By who? Wouldn't you like to know? I like this whole change in posture and everything. So art intensive, but so welcome as a player. She wants to know who marked. Just another post on the guild. The huntress has become the hunted. You got a guild of assassins after you, sweetheart. However, I can protect you. You won't be able to kill Venom alone. What's in it for you? I'm offended you believe I'd only offer my helping hand if I received compensation. So you're interested? I didn't say that. Wants to know what your motive is. Tell me who posted the job. He's anxious. You're spunky, I'll give you that much. So yes, I wanted to showcase on one of the love interests. This one happens to be Seif. The next one I wanted to showcase is the other love interest. So we're going to show you that just now, which is over here. Okay, so they're in town, in the streets. There's this hooded man. Hey, you look like you got some coin to spare. This is the second love interest just now, Dust Hunter. I assure you I'm not carrying much. Fancy looking clothes you got there. Mind if we trade? And we have a look at that. He does indeed look very fancy. He's kind of got, I guess, two-toned hair. The kind of mask happening. I love this kind of navy gold and the kind of royal blue of his jewelry. He does look very fancy indeed. It's almost kind of, kind of Chinese style. In terms of the upper kind of chest area design and his overall kind of robe. Very cool. I'd rather not. Oh, moved in closer. He's a pretty boy, ain't he? I bet neither of you idiots would have the mental capacity to do anything substantial with the money you earned from me. Suddenly I have a splitting headache. Just give us the coin. Both reek of ale. Won't be long before you drown yourself. Moved in. What did you say? I loved how they moved in. Ties up Dust Hunter. Just as the knife man is about to carve into the pretty boy, I leap up and fire a dagger right into the knife man. Whoosh. The metallic sound of a knife clattering rings throughout the alley. His shrill screams slice through the tension as he now cradles his now crimson-covered hand. You! I unsheath my knife and raise it above my shoulders, urging them to join me in the battle. Come on, man, let's get out of here. Two boneheads scatter. Fly to Dust Hunter and untie the ropes and bind his wrists. Thanks. What the hell are you doing on this side of town? I'm a little bit turned around. I'm looking for the Emerald Hotel. That's in the opposite direction. It's unbelievable we have the audacity to mouth off to armed men. He's like, something's off about this guy. Yesterday he seemed intense, intimidating. Today he's somewhat defensive. Or is he playing the helpless card? Rub my temples once more. Are you alright? I'm fine, it's just a headache. Right. And show you the way back to the main street. I would appreciate that. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions along the way? Depends on the question. Why did you start slaying Imperial? That's getting a little personal. Is the death stalker involved in your crime? I just saved you, and here you are calling me a criminal. I love this face. He looks at me. Tried to kill me. Does that answer your question? One can only hope you made the right choice. How about you and I get to know each other better? Then you can decide if I'm worthy of working with you. I can protect you from the guild. Maybe ask me something less invasive. What do you like to drink? I'll buy it in exchange. You look like you like golden lattes. Would that change your mind? Sprinkle it with cinnamon. Have me for another hour and a half. I can't guarantee the information you want. So that's the kind of showcase I wanted to do on the game. So I'm going to close out of that just now. Yeah. So the next thing I wanted to show was the Kickstarter page because it has an awesome summary of all the things that are great about this game. So the story, you've got undercover assassin on a mission to knock out her marks, guild of enemy assassins after her, secrets could lead her into trouble. So the inspiration was Game of Thrones, Pirates of the Caribbean, I can't pronounce this, Koiki, Ikemen Vampire, some of the inspirations for the game. There's a demo available on Steam and itch. What does the title mean? So Garden of Seif is a place located in fictional continent of Zalstar. Refers to a peak of dunes, can also be symbolic to the edge of a scimitar, a big sword. What's a tome? Visual novel game, typically female protagonist and a selection of male suitors. Ooh. So the features of this game, you can see the cinematics, uses the RenPy action editor to animate dramatic cutscenes throughout the game, as I highlighted some of those there. Strong heroine, Iris is an assassin, villainess, one you can sympathize with. She has her own personality and goal. A world of villains. One of the love interests is an enemy assassin, the other one is hiding something. So romance, love interest with the twist. So you got Seif, he's 27, Imperial assassin, he likes gold, ships, lamb skewers, dislikes sour food and embarrassment. The huntress has become the hunted. You got a guild of assassins after you, sweetheart. But the Dust Hunter, a very mysterious traveller, age 24, status secretive, likes coffee, being snarky, hiding his name. Dislikes hooligans, Lathan, Seif. I want to know what your role is in these slaying. So you got a whole lot of choices. What I love is you got this map of Zalstar, and yeah, that's very, very well planned and well designed, obviously, to even have a map. Other features, you got a whole lot of characters, a lot of computer graphics, 100k words, impressive. Point of view scenes for each love interest, multiple endings, sound effects for a fully immersive experience. So you got a whole cast of characters here. Mara, Freya, Zara, and more. The backgrounds is where I'm going to stop. This was the kind of bar area where the main character does dancing, and you can see a few other backgrounds here, the sand dunes, etc., which is very cool. So that is basically a wrap up for a quick spotlight on the Garden of Seif. Thank you very much for watching. If you do have capacity, please support the Kickstarter. As of today, which is the 17th of August, the Kickstarter is still live just now with 8 days to go. So as you can see, this game is completely 100% awesome. So please do support if you can. Thanks very much for your time, and this is Lila signing out. Thank you.